Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. It is, I don't know what today is, but Smash That Small Pad is at the end of the month, and I was trying to figure out what am I smashing, and I'm really working on kitty-proofing my craft room because Eliza's going to get big. I hope to have a video or something where I show you the outcome. Mr. Crafting and Relaxing said I should make a video and do a reel. I don't know. What I thought I would do is I would get started on this in the evenings while I'm watching TV. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about this. I had this in 12 by 12 from Cartabella way back. I mean, like when I first started my channel, like I'm not even going to ask you to go watch those videos because I'm sure they're horrible. This is Flora #1 from Cartabella, and I'm pretty sure this is the same one I had. As I make cards with this, it'll be a little challenging because let's do a flip. Not really my style and so much pink, right? But one thing I will tell you is I'm going to be really careful about using the embellishments in here because Hello Lovely and It's the Little Things in Life and Beautiful Day, they're not really cards I want to give. I had a hard time using the cards. That was when it was earlier and I wasn't really thinking about, like, I don't know, maybe I was sidetracked making videos, but I wasn't thinking, hey, am I going to use these cards? Some of these I like where you have all the black and the floral. So I'm going to go through, like, I'm not going to give a card that says do something nice every day. That feels like a command. But maybe I'll save some of them for journal embellishments. And what I'll do is I'll flip this over and I'll say, okay, if I want to make a card layer out of this, or if I want to die cut, which are some of the things on the back that I might want to use? Like maybe I want to use this because I want to stamp a sentiment on it or enjoy the little things because I want to have it. So I'll cut my card base out of here or my die cut, and then I'll have this strip. So that's the difference, is when you don't think you're going to use them, you still might look at the back and work through them. Look at that. It's cute. Really cute. So I'll do the smashing. I may also work through this and use up some of the 12 by 12 as I go through it. I like to mix different scales of patterns, and also I want to use this up. I was thinking this would be good to create with and take to the craft fair with me because not really my style. And if they sold, oh my gosh, I'd be so happy to sell these cards. And I might have in here, I never really stopped and looked and thought about it. This would be an amazing journal cover because it's a piece of Cartabella, which has really nice texture and is super thick. I don't have another 12 by 12 for it. I could line the inside of it with another paper, or I could make this the inside and do the outside as fabric. So maybe I will take a Post-it and stick it on here and say journal cover ? Because, okay, this is a lot, but imagine it folded and then with a shaker or something on the front so it kind of covers up like a 4-inch square of that. So it'd be like this wide, and then you'd cover some up. It might be kind of cute. I'm not into the peachy. I kind of do like that one. So anyway, I'm just going to try and use these up. And instead of just smashing the small pad, I'm really going to try and smash a bunch of this. And then I stuck some stickers in there. I don't know why. Maybe I took them somewhere and I wanted them together. So that is my small pad. I'm going to go take this apart while I'm watching TV, and then maybe I'll have some process video or show you what I'm thinking along the way. But I just thought it would be a good project for watching TV tonight because some of these can be kind of turkeys to get apart. So that's what I'll do, and you've seen me take those apart before at the beginning of a smash video. Let me update you on what I did. So that was Sunday evening that I showed you the paper pad. These are Eliza's contributions to the project. We're going to throw those away. She has one more that she kept. I have chopped up almost all of the paper pad. I just have these that I'm not really sure what to do with. These stripes are too big for cards. I don't really like them for cards. So maybe I'll use these for die cutting, and then I could ink the edges or something. I don't know. I just don't love the stripes. So I didn't chop those up yet. I haven't done a single thing with scraps. And I have made, they're not all glued together, it seems. This one's not glued together. A whole bunch of card bases. I just sat and watched TV and glued things together, and I had my corner rounder, and in some cases I rounded and in some I didn't. And the idea is not to overthink it, just to make bases. And these were spares from the 12 by 12, I think. And I'm not feeling great. So what I'm thinking is I might work on this at some point between just resting and lounging. So I just wanted you to update to see. So I think this was 2 evenings of watching TV, because you know I don't stay up late and I haven't been getting home real early either. Maybe 1. And there's tons of work to do from a smashing the pad perspective. When you have these scraps, you still have a long way to go. But I think my next step might be to, and I'll tell you and then I'll maybe put it together, take some of my oval dies or some of my shaped dies that I could use to cut backgrounds with, and maybe do some die cutting. You want to do that before you chop up your scraps too small. There's not a lot though. This one would make a good back layer for a sentiment. This one might. Oh, this green one will too. So out of these, I'll try and cut some larger shapes, and then I'll stamp sentiments on the smaller ones. I don't think we're going to use many of the sentiments in this, right? We already talked about that. I don't know. Maybe there's a couple that I could use. No, probably not. But maybe I could stamp happy birthday or something on this. It's not the cutest thing ever. Enjoy today. No, I'm probably not going to use those, but maybe I'll stamp in here. That's our update. Now I'm going to go lounge on the couch. It's Friday morning. This video is due Saturday morning. I don't know how to pause my washer, it turns out. You can see overall it's cleaner. I have a journal with a decorated cover. I've got some stamped images that are drying back there. Got an idea of how it's going to come together. These are likely journal cards or things that I don't want to use for cards until I know my journal has pockets, tags, etc. This is stuff I still want in the journal. And scraps, not necessarily a reason for why there's 2 bins. 2 cards ready to go. I don't think I'm going to use that sheet, but I did make a card with the stripes and like it, so maybe. So you can kind of see, I may have bitten off more than I can chew, but I'm close. And this is probably not going to use it. Either don't like it or already put it in the journal, and then you know I don't like to have 2. So I would put these, like some of these are really cute. The reason I used them is they're cute, and I would put these in my stash and keep them. I don't know if I'd keep all these sharing your stories, probably not. Okay, so Friday morning, I have to get ready for work. It's Friday night at 6:40 p.m. I worked a little bit late, then I ate some dinner, and I sewed this journal together. So now we do have an actual journal. It's a little on the thin side compared to the way I usually make them, but it hasn't been filled up yet either, so that could be part of it. I just put this pocket in here. We could use a little something right there. And then I thought I would go through and glue these pockets, which will allow us to put stuff in them. And in a perfect world, I would film this video tonight, but we don't live in a perfect world. Oh, I did stamp out about 10 card bases with my logo. I've got a bunch of these laying next to me. So, I guess it's maybe 10 pages. I don't know for sure. So in a perfect world, I would film tonight. It doesn't take long to film, but it does take a long time to upload and process and stuff. It's just, there's more steps. It would be much more relaxing for me if I got it done, especially since I am doing a live in the morning. So it'd be nice to clean up and prep for that, but we'll see. And I just thought we'd put it together as best we could. What I might do, I mean, I haven't done it before, but I was thinking, at first I was going to focus on putting these on bases. And then I thought if I had to, I could show these in the video and kind of talk about the idea. So let's finish the smash. Let's deal with all the loose parts and then we'll worry about that. What do you think? So I'm just gluing the pockets together. I used to, when I was very first learning, glue the pockets first. But every once in a while, I sew a journal together kind of crooked and then the pocket doesn't lay right. I don't think there's a right or a wrong. If you've watched me put journals together, I have a million different ways where sometimes I practically finish the journal before I sew it together because I'm just not sure. I might want to add one more thing. The junkier it is, I think, the more I lean that way, because as I move around my room, I think, oh, this random piece of fabric or napkin or whatever needs to be sewed in. This one wasn't really like that. I looked around for, like, I don't know, a doily or a piece of fabric or something I wanted to sew in it, and I just didn't have anything that I thought made sense. So I just said, well, and sewed it together. Now, you'll notice, I mean, we're early stages here. I haven't decorated this up. It's probably not going to be very decorated in the video because 9 a.m. tomorrow is the deadline. 9 a.m. my time. Doesn't help me that it's noon other places. Then I have some of these cute things right here. And I thought, well, let's put some of these in. Like this is just adorable. I don't know. Oh, it's more than one. Let's just put one in. It was a little, oh, it's a whole bunch of them. Okay, we'll put 2, but 3 was a little thick. I didn't like that. I don't think this envelope actually goes with it, so let's put it in a different pocket. Part of the reason I brought in this other paper was I do like to have pockets in my journals. And then I was thinking this big striped thing I had was going to go in the back. I might have shoved it in a pocket while I was talking to you. And it's only striped on one side, and I can't remember what it looks like on the other side. I was thinking that these would be okay to write on, the light pink and stuff. I moved it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I was thinking this would be great for this, for the back pocket. You probably can't tell on camera, but that's not trimmed right, so it has a pink and green streak down the side. I didn't want to trim it while the ink was wet. So I stamped that this morning before work and then just left it. Okay, this corner is dinged up, which is perfect because the journal has rounded corners. Ta-da! Now it's not. I think I want to do that one too. There we go. Okay, now hang on to it and don't mess up and glue it in the wrong spots. Gail Augustinelli has a really good... An alarm went off to remind me to do a card for someone. Anyway, Gail Augustinelli has a really nice... She always grabs the place where she wants to put the glue. I don't always glue in the right place, I'll tell you. Every once in a while, I have to put an item in a journal on the other side because I put the glue in the wrong place. Oh, that's kind of cute. And it plays up that paper. Okay, so we'll let that set for a minute. While we're at it, let's round the corners on this. I did get that big puncher, you know, corner rounder. It's around here in the drawer. I'm just trying to be quick and not grab for things. Okay, so pretty good. Need to decorate. I was thinking it would be fun to look around and see, I don't know how much time I'll have, but what other things I could pull in to get it a little bit less like a paper collection straight out of the package. I thought it would be fun if those stuck up, but that one is actually sticking up more than I prefer. So I'm going to trim it down a bit. I left it tall just for variety. One thing I did like about the ephemera in this pad is they were different shapes. Some were square, some were rectangles. So that was fun. I didn't even have to work at making them different shapes to put them in here for interest, which I usually do. Now what I was thinking was here, we could take one of the ones that we like out of this, and we could make it a third pocket even. I don't know if we're going to do that just because of time. I might wait and see what else is here. I have a one that got messed up, and I'll probably collage over the top or put another die cut or something. I thought a die cut would be fun in here too, because I don't have much going on here really. A lot of pink, a lot of pink. Okay, so I'm going to set this. Well, okay, we have all these. Let's put some of these little cuties in here. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful. And then I have this. I stamped on that earlier. I was having fun. And then I had a bunch of stickers. I don't know exactly how I got them. Oh, they must have been from the 12 by 12 collection, because there would have been a sticker sheet. So maybe we want to put some of those in here. They honestly aren't as cute, but the person would like to use them probably. Oh, here's one more. And I was thinking that I could use another page like this, so I might go through with scraps and do it. Now these are open-ended pockets, so they might be a little floppy, but I thought that would be nice in case I wanted to put something in there that was bigger, or in case the owner does. These are all good scraps. Let's leave them right here. These are possible journal cards or tags. We'll say, okay, that's our journal pile. Let's make these into cards. Now, do I have... No, I don't have a stash of sentiments over there. I thought I stamped a couple more. Oh, I've got a Be Happy. That's for our journal. I stopped stamping because I wasn't sure how many more cards I would have versus journal items, and so I didn't know what they should say. So I do have this item right here I could stamp on, this item I could stamp on, and we might need those for this card. Gosh, that is just not cute to me. Not cute. There's nothing in here that I want for card sentiments. Those are all journal duplicates, so we don't want those. Ooh, it had like a little oops, but we're going to use it. This is not a real high quality stamp set, I don't think. Because the happy birthday got a little iffy on me sometimes too. I don't like that. Do we have any peach? What's on the back of this? No. We are limited in scraps. Okay, let's take one of these and use it, I think. Because this is just going to be way cuter if we layer this with the peach. Because there's not really any pink on that card. So Zeus is sleeping on the chair behind me, and Eliza is doing everything all at once. Playing with the toys, crawling in and out of the washer. Now I don't know where she is. Oh, I can hear the vertical blinds rattling. There is a set of vertical blinds that came with this house that we left. I mean, honestly, I thought my dogs would destroy them years ago. And she is just really enjoying vertical blinds. As a kitten, I think those are just the most fun ever. Okay, vertical, horizontal. Either way, that paper's ugly. I can feel it's dented on this one side. Tattered, I think is the word. Okay, I think I can live with that. It could use a ribbon and I thought that on some of the other ones too that I haven't assembled. No, kind of like it like this. And then this will be in the middle of that. So let's put this down here. It is not gorgeous, is it? We're just going to have to go with it. We're just going to have to assume that the paper will make it better and that a card base will be the additional layer, and maybe we'll find the most amazing flower or something to put up there. Okay. We could turn this into a card base. And I thought about making cream ones and messing with that, and then I just didn't. We're going white. Oops. I probably should have scored this. Yeah, most people don't show you when they're like running late and panicked and bit off more than they could chew for a smash. And also tired. You know, I was sick this week and I probably am not full speed yet. Probably should go sit on the couch pretty soon. I will have some time in the morning. I'm just not sure how much. And it's hard to tell how long things are going to take to upload sometimes and process. Okay, that's not terrible. I hate this paper. I just can't stand it. It's like that mustardy, I don't know, barf. It's barf color. Okay, so we got that one done. Isn't there another one? Yeah, we need to make this into a card. I don't like the hello. This will work because it's pink and that's pink. So let's tidy it up. That last one that didn't work great was a thank you. I'm not sure we can put a happy birthday on this. I may have before. Let's see. It could be a howdy. Oh, we could use the happy birthday. Okay, so happy birthday. Hold your breath. There you go. Oh, wow. That one turned out pretty good. If you stamp on a tiny piece of paper and it sticks when you lift it, just kind of stick your thumbnail or something under it and let it fall. Like let gravity get off of it. Don't try and grab it with two hands or turn it over and touch it. It's got to fall away. Sometimes when I stamp on these little tiny ones, that happens. Ooh, could we use this behind it and have a touch of purple? Not quite big enough. Okay, we could have green. More pink. Okay, I think we're going green. I mean, at this point, we don't have a lot of miscellaneous parts, except for what I think I want to keep for journaling cards. There we go. That's really cute. Now, I'm going to try and see if I want to put it kind of in the middle or if I want to trim it down. Yeah, I like it like that. Okay. Now, because it might still be wet, I'm going to turn it over on something I don't really care about, this. You could turn it over on the counter, but I get ink on the counter and then I get ink on the next item. So better to have it soaked up by a piece of paper you don't care about. Okay, I need to move this over a bit. Okay. I think it's a little crooked, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. I think one thing that would help is if we just take a hair off of that side. There. Okay. Should be dry by now. I think I did like one with foam mount, but I just didn't get too excited about it. Okay, now let's see. This looks a little crooked. I want to trim these ends, which is really tricky to do since I already rounded the corners. So let's go like this. There we go. We'll just take off the part that was sticking out and bothering me. Okay, I don't have any of my card bases ready, so I'm going to turn off the camera and do some scoring and folding. Very exciting. And then kind of tidy up and see where we are. I think there's a scrap card or two in here probably that I might make.